Yo, what's going on, guys? Hope you guys are well. Today I'm giving you an absolute gem, guys. A gem that you guys, if you haven't been, then you 100% have to add this to your 2025 to travel list. And I'm talking about Romania. Why Romania? Well, I'm going to break it down in this video. And by the end of the video, you're really going to get a great insight of Romania and why it's probably one of the top and most budget-friendly destinations in Europe right now. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button to support the channel. Let's go. So let's dive into Romania. Bucharest is the capital of Romania. And if you're coming from Europe or coming from, let's say, London, you're most probably going to be flying into Bucharest. If you're not flying to Bucharest, you can fly to other parts. Obviously, there's airports in different parts. But my research and my experience flying into Bucharest is going to be the cheaper option. Then when you get to Bucharest, you can move around from there. First, I'm going to talk about affordability and why, well, I'm compared to other cities in Europe. I'm not going to compare it to London because London is one of the most expensive cities in the world, period. But I'm going to compare it to 4 other cities that are super dope. One is kind of close to London, which is Paris, but whatever. I'm going to compare it to Budapest, Barcelona, Paris, and Prague. If we're talking budget per day, in Bucharest, you're talking about 35 to 55 euros. By the way, another great thing, Romania is in the EU, so they work with euros, right? So I'm just going to merely do some comparison in Europe's. And the great thing about comparing it to the other cities I just already mentioned, they also deal in euros. So you get a kind of like insight of the euros and how much it will be and what your budget may be going to Bucharest in Romania. Let's talk about Bucharest. And let's talk about just the daily spend. I'm focused on Bucharest first because that's just the capital and that's just the most common, most known city in Romania. So you're looking at 35 to 55 euros on just daily spend, and mid level, let's say mid budget, let's say just a mid range restaurant. You're looking at 8 to 12 euros per meal, which is dope. Right, that's super cheap compared to the rest of Europe. And I'm gonna show you in this video how much cheaper that is compared to other parts of Europe. Public transportation, you're looking at 60 to 70 cents per ticket. And let's say a 3-star hotel, you're looking at 40 to 60 euros per night. That's a 3-star. And if you go to a 4-star, you're looking at let's say 60 to about 80 or 100, depending where you are. Again, if you look at watch my previous videos, a great stay in Bucharest, you guys should look at it, which is a lot more budget friendly and it's super dope accommodations, is getting apart hotels. It's like advertised as a hotel, but it's apartment. Those are dope. So if I'm comparing it to Budapest, you're looking at 45 to 75 daily spend, and a mid-range restaurant to eat at, you're looking at 10 to 15 euros per meal. So you can see it's not huge, but it's a big jump up for Bucharest, right? Bucharest is a lot cheaper. Then public transportation, you're looking at €1 to like €2 per ticket. All right, we're just gonna stick to 3-star hotels. So let's say it's 3-star hotel, you're looking at 50 to 80 euros per night. One thing I did find about Budapest stays was probably the most expensive thing in Budapest was the accommodations. Anything from 4 up, whether it's a Airbnb or hotel, 4-star to 5-star range is going to be very expensive. No matter the year, really, unless you go when it's cold, so things drop a little bit. Prague daily spend, you're looking at 60 to 90 euros. A meal in a restaurant, now I'm talking about low budget restaurant, you're looking at 12 to 18. It's not that much far off, but it's still more expensive. You see, whether it's 2-3 euros, we're going up in price, right? Public transportation are €1.20, depending where you're going. A 3-star hotel in Prague, you're looking at 60 to 90 euros. When it comes to 4-star and up, you're gonna double that. I'm going to talk about Paris. Fuck it. I'm going to talk about Paris because Paris is very similar to London as far as prices. So daily budget for Paris will be 100 to 150. So you can see how massive of a jump that is compared to Bucharest, right? And at a mid-level, I'm talking about mid-range restaurant, you're looking at 20 to 40 euros. That's how much more expensive it is compared to the other cities we'll talk about, but most importantly, Bucharest and Romania. Public transport is probably the cheapest thing in Paris to getting around. To be about €1 to €2, And for a stay, no matter, I'm talking about no matter the time of the year, you're looking at 3-star, 100 to 200 euros. So let's not talk about Paris no more. Don't even like that city. But Barcelona, a city I like, you're looking at 90 to 130 euros per day for just daily budget. At a mid-range restaurant, you're looking at 18 to about 30 euros per meal. So again, it depends. You can go to the side streets and get little tapas, and you can find cheaper options. But I'm talking about mid-level restaurant. You're looking at 18 to 30 euros per meal. So you see, that's it's a massive jump compared to Bucharest. And transportation in Barcelona as well is not the cheapest. It's like two euros 40 cents, 2 to 2.50 per ticket. You know what I mean? And for a stay, for a 3-star stay, you're looking at 90 to 130 euros per night. So you can see, compared to Bucharest, I mean, it's everything is like damnly double, especially when it comes to accommodation and eating out, right? So you can see how alone right now Bucharest is far more affordable, and it's just a far more better destination to go to. And you like, why Romania? Well, as you can see what I just said, you can literally spend less or even half and not compromise on food, culture, and just things to do. Trust me, there's so much things to do, so much fun. If you're foodie, Romania's got great food. You like your wines, Romania got good wines too. So you like, Philip, why Romania? Well, Romania's got is pretty diverse when it comes to country. Of course, I've just been talking about Bucharest, which is the capital, but you're just talking about Bucharest. Now you start venturing out. What a great thing you could do, like I did, was rent a car. Obviously, you fly into Bucharest, and Bucharest, rent a car and just drive out. I didn't get to drive to Pennsylvania this time, but I went from Bucharest all the way to Constanța, which is by the coast. So great coastal place, Mamma Mia, great coastal town. It's right on the coast, and it's beautiful, but it's on the Black Sea. But the beaches are not super great, they're not super clear, but it's still beautiful and super dope, and you must visit. I mean, from Bucharest, which is called Little Paris, apparently, which I have, I'm up and down with that Paris, because I don't really like Paris as a city. No disrespect to my French folks, but I don't rate Paris. It's beautiful, obviously very romantic, but outside of 2 days of romance, I'm good. So them calling it Little Paris, I guess, because of the vibe and how romantic it is. Architecture, you can go to shows, theater, food, wine. Cool. So I would actually rather visit Little Paris than actual Paris. Bucharest alone, I mean, you literally don't really even have to venture outside of Bucharest. Bucharest alone has everything you might need outside of the beach and water. It has everything else. Nightlife, because dope nightlife. If you're a party animal, go to Bucharest. Amazing nightlife, beautiful women, great food, wine. There's the old town, which is absolutely beautiful and stunning at night, and at night it just goes wild. Then you have by the river. It's like a big river, and that's more the upbeat and upscale part, where there's loads of bars and restaurants. There's also Nova. Yeah, there's all kinds of all that fancy shit out there as well. So you got a little blend. But then you can venture out and go to Pennsylvania. That's where Dracula's originally from. All these Dracula stories come from Romania and Pennsylvania. That's where originally Dracula was from, right? So you go in the mountains. You could do loads of hikes, fairy tale, learn about the history, learn about Dracula. You could do epic hikes. You can go check out waterfalls. You could climb mountains. I mean, there's so much nature as well. I mean, for me, in the winter, it's too damn cold. Outside of that, when you go to autumn, spring, that'll be great times to go, and you can do so much and see so much. If you have time, you can really venture around the country, which is absolutely beautiful, and the food's great. Also, if you're a skiing person, you can go skiing out there as well. So you can, it's like Alpine, but Balkan like prices. Balkan is not obviously not like the Alpine and Switzerland and all them shits, because those are like triple the price. So Balkans is a lot more cheaper, a lot more affordable for travelers. Now, if you're a wine head, coffee head, I'm a wine head, not really coffee head, but if you're a wine head, love your good food. So you got Romania comes with like a Eastern Europe and the Mediterranean kind of mesh. Not all the way Mediterranean, but it's kind of a mesh. So the food's actually really dope. Lots of meats if you're a protein head. And the wine's really good. I had one of the best red wines that I've had in all of Europe. I might be all of the world actually. One of them was from Romania. Really dope red wine. You can literally have a meal and a glass of wine for under 15 euros, which is an absolute bargain, especially in this day and age. Also, loads of cafes. You can go and have a little nice strong cup of coffee, and also a little, the croissants and stuff like that. Nice little sweets and stuff as well. So there's loads of things and loads of it's a huge wine, food, and coffee culture. Bucharest and Romania is not overrun as much yet. It's gonna be less tourists, it's gonna be less crowds, it's gonna be less people. So it's a great time to go check it out and explore it while the going is good right now, because it's getting more and more popular, because again it's a great affordable destination, so more people are flocking to it. So a couple more reasons to visit Romania. Firstly, Romania is in the EU, which is great. So again, they're doing euros. So if you're in the EUs, it'd be a great place to, if you're a digital nomad, to move to, because one, it's going to be cost of living is going to be so much more cheaper than a lot of places in Europe. It's even cheaper than Poland, which is Poland's pretty cheap. Cost of living will be cheaper. It's a great, especially if that region is a great hub, then you can move around and check out other countries. Also, because of location, you got budget flights. So if you come from Europe, you got your Ryanair, Wizz Air, and other budget airlines flying into Bucharest. So that's another thing. Euros. So you got euros. You got to be able to, you're spending euros. It's in a good location in the Eastern Bloc, so it's easy to navigate to other countries around that area. And budget, loads of, if not all the budget airlines fly to Bucharest. So I wanted to do this video because I wanted to give you insight. If you haven't been to Romania and you haven't been to Bucharest, just Romania period, this should be on your list for 2025. Why? Because it's a great European getaway without the crowds. It's not as crowded right now, even in peak summer, because peak summer it gets very hot actually. It gets about 35 degrees, so it gets hot as hell. So there's not many people, especially in Bucharest. Everyone like flocks to the coastline. And I went to the coast as well, and it still wasn't super busy as well. So it's just great numbers of crowds. Not only that, you got great food, great wine, great culture, and also nature. So if you love all those things, Romania will be a great vibe for you. How to get around, probably better off renting a car. Actually, roads are actually pretty easy to navigate as well. They drive a little crazy in Bucharest, but outside of that, pretty easy. Especially the highways going towards the coast, super dope, super easy. So this Romania is just an absolute great value for money, where everywhere is getting more and more expensive. Right now, Romania is super affordable and super dope, and I can't say this enough. You gotta go check out Romania if you can. And if you're short on time, you want to get a weekend getaway, then go to Bucharest. Bucharest is a dope, underrated weekend getaway. And if you have a week or more, go check out the rest of Romania. Absolutely dope. Transylvania. You can go to Constanța, which is on the coast of the Black Sea. Absolutely dope. Drive around and just take in the nature of the country. And again, also if you're dope, a digital nomad, you're nobody, you work remotely, and you want to find somewhere that's going to be cheap, cost of living, super dope, lots of fun things to do, lots of rooftop bars, especially in Bucharest. Then Bucharest would be a great hub for you to base yourself, and then you can move around and explore. So, hope you enjoyed this video. Anything I missed for you, for my Romanian fans, let me know in the comments, and I might, so I can add, or you guys can add in the comments. Anyone that's been to Romania, please let me know in the comments. Have you been to Transylvania? How was that? And how did you get there from Bucharest? Did you drive, or did you take the public trains or transportation? Let me know, please, because next time I go to Romania, I want to go to Transylvania, check that out, do some stuff in the mountains, then also go back, then finish probably in the coast. So depending on the time of the year I go, I doubt I'm going to go to winter because I can't stand the cold and snow. But I might go out there and try skiing. Oh, also, has anyone been skiing in Romania? Please let me know in the comments. I hope this video helped, and if it did, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And you want to know more about Romania, check out my other video I've done about Romania right there. And don't forget to subscribe. Till next time, peace.